Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I woke up with a thought this morning. My voice is all raspy. I just got up not too long ago. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Christmas is coming up, and there's a lot of people that is struggling financially. They're stressed, depressed. Things is just not easy. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to worry. Christmas is one day. That gift that you want to buy on Christmas can be bought any day of the year. Any day of the year. Okay? That's why when people ask me, what's your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. Because there's things to give thanks for. Your health. You're alive. For the ones that have food to eat, you have food to eat. Unfortunately, there's some people out there that don't have anything to eat. And I feel bad for them. Very bad. Nobody should be in a situation where you have nothing to eat. Christmas is a money-making holiday. A money-making holiday. And a lot of people, they do all this spending, and then guess what? By January, they're broke. They're paying back all these credit cards and stuff like that. For what? For what? That's why I'm so happy that I raised my kids so well. They don't sit down and, wait for things. You ask them what they want. They're like, Mom, I don't want nothing. I still get them something, but it's not like I'm, going overboard or anything. I don't have to go overboard. Because guess what? They get gifts all the time. I don't need to pick one day to just buy them gifts. All year long. If I want to pick up something for them, I'm going to pick it up. That's just what it is. So, why make one holiday make you broke? Where you can't pay your bills. You can't buy food after. None of that. And then you just sit and wait and say, oh my God, when my taxes come, I'll be able to catch up. I'll be able to this and that. Wouldn't you want to use your taxes for something else? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's not that serious. If you can't buy gifts on Christmas, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Because at the end of the day, hey cuz, I see you. I see you. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I remember there was one year, years ago, over 10 years ago. My kid's dad, common law husband, if you want to call it, because we was together more than 10 years. We parted ways. I buy about 3 things for each kid, and that's it. Yes, exactly. That part. Exactly. You understand? And then when you do that, you're able to survive after. You able to, you understand what I'm saying? But doing all that is too much. But like I was saying, we, parted ways or whatever, and me and the kids, of course I had the kids with me, of course. And that year, like, everything happened, it was close to Christmas, so I wasn't able to really buy gifts. And there was like a church that was giving out gifts. There was a church that was giving out gifts, and they was going around to the different apartments giving gifts and stuff like that. And they knocked on my door. I didn't know who they were, but I opened the door, and it was them, and they had like a bag, and they had gifts in it and stuff. And like, my pride, I just could not take it. I was like, no, that's okay, give it to other kids. I know other kids may need it more and stuff. It's okay, they're all right. They don't need anything, but thank you very much. My pride just wouldn't allow it. I have a lot of pride. Having a lot of pride could be a benefit, and it could also be a downfall. So I was like, no, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much. God bless you and stuff. Sent them on their way. And when Christmas morning came, every time when I think about it, it's like tears just want to come to my eyes. Like, I feel some type of way. I had no gifts for them at all. No gifts. I cooked. We sat around. We played games and everything. But my heart was like troubled. Really troubled. And that night, like after we cleaned up and everything, the kids went to bed that night. When I say I bawled out crying, like for majority of the night, I just cried. I cried silently in the dark and everything. I just cried. And I was like, this will never happen to me again. This will never happen to me again. Never. I vowed that it would not happen to me again. So I started working, and I saved up money. I called it the Christmas jar. Saved up money. Every time I got paid, I was putting money in that jar, putting money in that jar. And that following Christmas, when I say I shopped until I dropped, they had gifts. They had so many gifts. There was gifts under the tree. There was gifts on the counter that was like next to the tree, because it was a small apartment. There was gifts everywhere. I mean, when I say they had gifts, it was to the point where when we was throwing out the wrapper, all the Christmas wrapping and stuff like that, which that's another annoying thing. You just got to get like a big garbage bag, because that's annoying. There was gifts that we almost threw out. Dang, I got to get my eyebrows done. I work so much, but I definitely have to get them done. Now I'm really looking at them. See that? They look crazy. But anyway, we almost threw gifts out because it was so much gifts. So many gifts. And then, ever since then, they just kept having all these gifts under the tree, all these gifts. I'm shopping, wrapping gifts all night. I grew up that way, so it felt good doing it, just shopping. It's like it becomes tradition. You just shopping. Every time Christmas, I always wait till the last minute. Why, I don't know. But just shopping, wrapping gifts all night long and stuff. People buy so much, but the kids don't play with the items. Cuz, right there, you beat me to the punch. I had to slow down, because it's like you buying all these gifts. They play with it literally. I want to say they play with it that one day. Give it maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe a couple of days. After that, they're not looking at those gifts again. They're not looking at those gifts again. They're thrown in a corner. They're under the bed. You asking them where they at. Their interest is gone. It's just the hype of sitting there and just opening up the gifts. That's all it is. And then you do all that, and then boom, you broke now. You can't pay your bills. Can't pay your rent. You got all these credit card bills because you maxed out. January now, you having regrets, because I don't care what nobody say. People would say, oh, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. No, I don't regret it. I did what I had to do. This is what we do. No, there's a little, if you have a conscience, there's a little voice in your head that's saying, man, like, I overdid it. I didn't have to buy that. I could have bought that. I could have bought that. I didn't have to go out like that. I could have been buying gifts months before, so it wouldn't be backed up on me so much now. You have those thoughts. You're human. You have those thoughts, because guess what? All these bills are sitting in front of you now. Sitting in front of you. And like I said, when tax time comes, now you got to be taking this money out of your tax money, because you got to pay whatever bills you backed up on. You want to clear your credit card bills. You want to clear this bill and that bill, when that money from the taxes could have went towards something else. Yeah. Could have went towards something else. So my whole thing is, for the people that cannot buy gifts like that this year, don't feel bad. Don't stress over it. Don't do all of that. And guess what? After Christmas, the prices of everything go down anyway. So you could pick up 1 or 2 things. But don't be so hard on yourself if you can't buy gifts for Christmas. Just thank God that you have life. You have life. You're able to see this Christmas, because there's a lot of people that were not able to see this Christmas, especially since, a couple of years ago. People, they're not able to see this Christmas. The most important thing is that you have your loved ones, that you can see them, you can talk to them, you can be near them, you can hug them, you can sit down and chat up with them and stuff. Be grateful. Be grateful. People lose the whole idea of family sometimes, like, and materialistic things. Like my kids, we always sat down and we play games. A lot of parents don't do that with their kids. We sit down, we play games. We play dominoes, we play Scrabble, we play video games. We play games because I'm a gamer. I love playing games. We play spades. We played all kind of things. We play bingo, all kind of things after we eat. You understand? And it's just sad that this society, this world is all about gifts, gifts, gifts. Look how expensive everything is nowadays. So expensive. At one time, you could take $100 and come out with, like, I want to say maybe 2 bags from the grocery store. I love Uno. That's another one. I'm not a great player, though. It's like playing Uno, and I played quite a few times. I only won like maybe twice. That's sad. But yeah. And you could come out of the supermarket with like 2 bags at least, give or take, like 2 bags maybe, depending on what you bought. Now, $100? That can't take you nowhere. Everything is expensive. Everything is expensive. They make it hard for you to eat healthy. Eating healthy, you pay an arm and a leg just to eat healthy. So those are things to really look into. You have to be smart about things. You have to be smart. And you have to be understanding. And you have to make your kids understand that this is life. This is the world that we're in right now. It's not going to get any better because of the way the world is, the way the economy is, the way everybody look at things now. It's not like back in the days. Everything is different now. And you have to make your kids understand that. You have to teach your kids to, you have to teach them to save money. Be responsible. Because, like, at the end of the day, when they get older, things are going to be even worse. Even worse than how it is now. And you want better for your kids, your grandkids, you know, your nieces, your nephews. You know, you want better for your kids, your cousins, your family, period. You want better for your kids. And people don't realize that. Like, people, their minds is just like, they be thinking and worried about the wrong thing. Worry about the right thing. The right thing is to make sure that everything is done right and respectfully. You're sitting down worried about this or that or whatever. Even the holidays is not like how it was back in the days, because a lot of family is not getting together anymore. So your immediate family that you have in front of you, you got to make sure that they understand what it is. That's why I give thanks. Like, I have great kids. Like, I don't mean to brag. Well, maybe, yeah, I should brag. I have great kids. That means I did a great job with them. Very respectful. Very, very respectful. And they don't look at things like how other kids look at things. Everybody that meet them, they're like, yo, you have some great kids. If somebody's coming to the house to do work on something or whatever, you have great kids. My landlord, your kids are fantastic. You did such a great job with them. You're doing such a great job. Yeah, because guess what? When I'm gone, they're going to have to live in these days. They're going to have to live in these days. And kids are supposed to be respectful, regardless of if it's their parent or if it's not their parent. Kids are supposed to be respectful. That's how I grew up. Back in the days, grown folks having a conversation in the room, you can't sit there as a kid. Bye. Go in the room. Nowadays, conversations out blatting, kids is just sitting there like nothing. No, you should not be here. Go in the room. Go do something. Or if you don't want to, if you're having a gathering, whatever, you have that conversation at a different time if the kid is involved with the gathering. Like if you're sitting there playing games or whatever. I don't know. This world is like crazy. This world is crazy. So much people is under stress and pressure over simple things like buying gifts for Christmas. Buying things for Christmas. So I just felt like I needed to spread this word this morning. If you're feeling depressed or stressed or anxiety over the holidays, you need to reach out and speak to someone. Don't let it get you to a point where you can't take it or something. Speak to someone. But I'm telling you, it's not that serious. It's really not. You'll buy that gift at a later time. If it's that important to you, You'll buy it at a later time. And the people around you just have to understand. It is what it is. That's it. Keep your head up. Stay strong. And like I said, if you need to speak to somebody, speak to somebody. Don't let it get to you. Okay? So, this is like my first live. I'm going to try to come on with positive things. Can't promise everything is going to be positive. Some things may be a little mixy. I don't know. Because sometimes you try your best to keep it on a straight and narrow, but then it ends up going left. And you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. But, yeah. I just felt like really passing this word on this morning. Just passing it on, making people hear and know that it's okay to not have. It's okay. It happens to everyone. It's okay. Don't let the holidays stress you and depress you. It's okay. And like I said, I'll be coming on. I want to try to make this like a kind of a regular thing where I'm going to blog sometime. You know, people always tell me, you should blog. Everybody likes talking to you. Everybody's always talking to you. So you should really, blog, because sometimes, people just want to hear what you got to say, what you're thinking. Sometimes people, they feel in the same way you feeling, but don't have the right outlets to talk about it and stuff like that. And you could be helping people. You could be, just being there for people. So I'm going to try to do it. I don't know how it's going to work out. This is my first blog. So I want to say peace out until next time. And yeah, take care of yourself. Later.